Oh, I will find you. Fear not, my love. Love of my life, don't you forget, although we're apart, I hope there's someone
There's a pace here that I'm still not quite familiar with. There's a noise coming from the fridge and a mess that isn't mine. There's a broken chair that I've been sitting on lately. Feels high, feels so low sometimes. There's a beautiful porch with parts dropping from the ceiling. There's a man enjoying his loneliness as I am sipping. And my body's still, but my open eyes are looking. I like it here, but sometimes I just feel like up and leaving. Can't wait to get home. Can't wait to get home. There are footsteps that allow me step on my sleeping. I feel flooded and I'm trying to breathe in. But as we drive, it all just slides. Nothing quite relieves my mind like knowing I am getting closer. Ah, can't wait to get home. 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 Take on my grind. I need to be here. It's mine, my dime. I can't cease to hold on to for the most. I don't know, but this all just hits me like a rock. Can't wait to get home. 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 Can't wait to get There's a pace here that I'm still not quite familiar with. There's a noise coming from the fridge and a mess that isn't mine. There's a broken chair that I've been sitting on lately. Feels high, feels so low sometimes. There's a beautiful porch with dropping from the ceiling. There's a man